Hey guys, it's Pam, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. I just woke up, and I decided I might as well do my recording now before my phone starts ringing off the hook, because God only knows. I'm recording on November 14th, and today is my dad's birthday, which is a little bit depressing for me because he passed away 2.5 years ago. But I just wanted to note the date as we head in to deal with Alexius once and for all.
I was worried I'd have to search the whole castle for you, Alexius.
There's no longer anywhere to run. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Leliana, let Felix go. He's innocent.
No one is innocent.
No. No!
Poor Felix was basically a ghoul by that point, so that was merciful, pretty much. Come on, load in here. Now even the fight sequences are going slow. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I know you did, buddy. Oh, damn it. He does that fate stepping thing, it's so nice. And I have to remember how to play. I've been playing WoW all weekend. Come on. There's Cassandra. Okay, so I'm not alone down here. Doesn't mean we're not going to try. Where'd he go again? He does this really obnoxious fade step, and then he disappears twice during the fight. I'm going to go back in time and kill the breach, so... Oops. Well, that just exploded. Oh, and there's the rift. Okay, so now we have some demons that we're going to fight. Because, you know, it's not enough that we have to deal with this asshole. But whatever. Come on, turn. Turn. I'm not handling this very well. But it is, again, being slow and glitchy. And that's kind of why I try to do these when I first open up my computer. Because I think, you know, maybe processes build up or some crap like that. No, it's just being slow and glitchy. I'm trying to close this. Come on, close. Okay. Let's go for you again, buddy. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Alright. I'm just potting it up here. It's very hard to land blows on this guy, is the major problem. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Stop. Terrors. Fucking terrors. Shades, that's not as bad. Yeah, see, he puts up a barrier. This is why I wish we had actually had an option for real healing magic, which was... Damn it, I keep falling for that. Where is he? Right there. If only we had an actual healing tree, or healing magic tree, as an option, for any of the mages. There we go, that did it. Come on.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. He didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
This Alexius was too far gone. The Alexius in our time might still be reasoned with.
I suppose that's true. This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible. You must go now. The Elder One.
You have to hurry. This is bad. We'll hold the main door. Once they break through, it's all you, Nightingale.
I can't let you kill yourself for me. There must be another way.
Look at us. We're already dead. The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have hours.
It's too bad we can't just seal the door again.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
She's so good.
You move, and we all die! You'll have to do better than that.
He was waiting to say that.
Is that the best you've got?
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Or not.
Grand Enchanter, imagine how surprised I was to learn you'd given Redcliffe Castle away to a Tevinter Magister.
King Alistair.
Especially since I'm fairly sure Redcliffe belongs to Arl Tegan.
Your Majesty, we never intended...
I know what you intended. I wanted to help you. But you've made it impossible. You and your followers are no longer welcome in Ferelden.
But We have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
I should point out that we did come here for mages to close the breach.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I suggest conscripting them. They've proven what they'll do given too much freedom.
I've known a lot of mages. They can be loyal friends if you let them. Friends who make bad decisions, but still loyal.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
Well, no matter what I choose, people are not going to be happy about it, so I'm just going to go with what I always go with.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this later.
I'll pray
Meaning,
that the
I
rest
don't
of
like
the
it.
Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
I'd take that offer if I were you. One way or another, you're leaving my kingdom.
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
Yeah, sorry about this. And so we go very slowly back to Haven. See, we're talking about Mabari here. Dogs are an essential part of Ferelden culture, and no dog is more prized than the Mabari. The breed is as old as myth, said to have been bred from the wolves who served Dane. Prized for their intelligence and loyalty, these dogs are more than mere weapons or status symbols. The hounds choose their masters, pairing with them for life. To be the master of a Mabari anywhere in Ferelden is to be recognized instantly as a person of worth. The Mabari are an essential part of Ferelden military strategy. Trained hounds can easily pull knights from horseback or break lines of pikemen, and the sight and sound of a wave of war dogs, howling and snarling, has been known to cause panic among even the most hardened infantry soldiers. Well, I have sneezing and coughing going on, and my cats are fighting again, so this should sound very lovely once we get to it. The breach, and... What? I'm hearing a snare in the background.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
They're not monsters, they're people. And they deserve the same respect as anyone else.
This is not about respect. Even the strongest mages can be overcome by demons in conditions like these. You were there, Seeker. Why didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
The longer the breach is open, the more damage it does. We should head there as soon as possible.
Agreed. We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
And I'd hoped to sit out the assault on the breach. Take a nap. Maybe go for a walk.
What is it they say? No rest for the wicked.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
So here we are back in familiar, comfortable haven. First of all, I need to... I'm going to have to do some inventory management. It was nice to get that out of the way, but actually my very first thing that I'm going to do, not that I'm making a beeline or anything, but... Come on.
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Halamsharal? Cows milking farmers?
Nothing wrong with elves running Halamsharal.
Give me time. I'm sure I'll surprise you.
I suspect that's untrue. Unless you strip yourself naked and allow the Chantry to flog you into repentance. Now that would surprise me. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
If that means they're anything like you, I approve.
Ha! There aren't many mages back home like me.
I'd believe that.
I never fit in. Bloodstains are so difficult to clean, you see.
So we're doomed to a future of blood magic, then?
Not at first. But you'd be a fool not to see where this could lead. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed. By inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
I'm well aware of your finer qualities, believe me.
Of course I believe you. The moment I saw you, I thought, there's a man who knows quality. Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see?
What do you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
I'm getting the impression that you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
It just seems... so much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And despite appearances, we care deeply about everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters, I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree, but that's why we kill them.
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
I love him. Alright, so there's a few options I have at this point. I'm probably going to go around and talk to everybody at least once before we go back and close the breach, which is really my next major step. What I really need to do is inventory management, and I do not want to do that on screen because that is such a pain in the ass to do, let alone watch. So I think I'm going to go hit the war room and just finish up these missions and then call it a day for this particular episode so I can get all my selling and stuff taken care of.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin. And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your Illyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well. I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Oh.
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses.
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
So if everyone listens to the chant, things will be smooth as silk.
I did say commonality is merely a beginning, but it's an important one. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
Planning to steer the history of the world, Ambassador Montillier?
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
I do like talking to her. Alright, I probably have some stuff to turn in here. Yeah. because right now my inventory is actually not quite full. It's very easy to get your bag stuffed when you go through the Red Cliff thing, because as we saw, there were just so many items and so many little chests and so much stuff, which really is for the most part useless except for selling. So it's a nice way to get gold. But I think I'm not the only person, the only player, the only video game player who just, sees a chest and has to go for it. Okay, so we got the Ancestral Shield of Leeds with the proof of Jean Gaspard's heritage. So now Minette is going to be our agent there. So we have control of Leeds, which is good to know. We investigated the strange chalk markings. Something about an Antivan. I don't know. I'm sure, hopefully we'll be able to get to do that a little bit more. If you go with Liliana, there's actually a completely different encounter. An ancient vault, Alpa buried in the thick vegetation at the heart of the island. So we have the enhanced spell Divergency now. And let's see. Answer a request from Hasmal. Oh, okay, Hasmal's Circle. We need to help them. Yeah, let's just send Cullen for that one. And as you can see, the Templars mission, which was over in the southern hills off to the right of the Ferelden map, is now just gone. You cannot go back and do that. We're going to do this improved stability mission. I'm going to send Josephine on that.
At your service.
Let's go ahead and open up the Falomire, even though I'm not going to go there right now. I just want to go ahead and get that open. Probably won't go there until after, no, not now, until after we close the breach, which is all the way over here, and your heart shall burn. All of the major story quests, the quest line is, they're all, I have words, I know how to use them. They're all quotes from the chant. So like, in your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame, I think, something like that. We're going to do Truth or Dare Lake Celestine.
Let's see what we have.
And I think that's all I've got. I think all my other advisors are busy. So we're going to leave the war table for the moment. Closing the breach instigates a very long series of events, so I want to wait until I'm at the beginning of an episode, and I actually just hit a good time. So I think I'm going to leave this for right now. I'm going to go do my inventory management, make sure all my peeps are leveled up, which I have not been doing like I should be. And I'll come back and see you guys next time. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.